What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Q&A stream. Just going to be hanging out here, hour, 2, 3, just kidding, no more than 2, because I do have an interview in 2.5 hours. But here with Nicholas and Elijah. You can't see Elijah, but the voice is there.
Hello.
I didn't make I wasn't prepared to have 3 of us anyway, so I didn't have an overlay ready for that. So I'm glad you're just audio only.
It's okay, I'm eating spaghetti.
Eating spaghetti. So we're gonna hear you slurping. We're gonna hear you slurping the whole fucking time.
I can back up. I'll turn down the gain.
Unbelievable. Yeah, so what's going on, man? We got Yito, Braxton, Mikey Myers, Face Fister, Oberons, Mark, Metalhead, Gonzo, Michael, Sour Sweets, Froyo, Simone. Just the whole damn gang. The whole damn gang. Alan?
Andy?
Yeah, I saw Venom was delayed, but out of all the movies that have been delayed, I gotta say Venom is probably the one I gave the least amount of shits. So,
are you excited all for the Morbius, or whatever it is, the one with Jared Leto for the vampire?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that one does look pretty sick too. But yeah, like I can't even at this point we can't keep up with it. Like movies are being delayed, so I don't even know what the fuck's coming out when anymore. And with DC changing their whole schedule and Marvel changed their whole schedule,
yeah,
I can't keep up with anything anymore. So it's like, fuck.
Did they delay Mulan?
Probably.
I think they did.
Probably. I think it's weird that Scoob is like coming out digitally, like for rent.
Yeah.
May 15th. The reason I think it sucks so much. I mean, I'm glad that I can watch it, in 3 weeks. But like the fact that this was going to be the first Scooby movie to release in theaters in 16 years, and honest to God, this might be the last opportunity Scooby Doo ever has to release in theaters, and now it just kind of got scooped away from them. I think that sucks.
I would hope that maybe some places might do like a private screening of it. Well, maybe, yeah. Some places in Austin used to do like private screenings of like films like that, but it'll suck to be able to see in theaters.
As for Halloween Kills, I'm not worried about Halloween Kills. Especially even just the way Jason Blum has been talking about it, and that trailer is still dropping soon, and that it looks really good and whatnot. Obviously, he wouldn't be saying shit like that if they're not in a good spot. So I think Halloween Kills is going to be fine. I think we'll see theaters open back up pretty safely by October. I would assume so. And then, things like the Haunting of Bly Manor, Mike Flanagan confirmed today that they're in a good spot with that, and post-production's looking really clean. Netflix, he said that Netflix is not expecting a delay at all, so wins all around, boys, wins all around.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Who do you think would win in a fight, Michael or Jason? Everyone, it always, because the thing is, it depends on like which Michael and which Jason. But I feel like 9 times out of 10, it's gonna be Jason.
Yeah. But you're putting like part 2 Jason against like remake like Rob Zombie Michael, like there's no chance that Jason is winning.
Yeah, right. I don't know. I don't think the alert box came up here at all. But Mute just became a member. So thank you so much. I appreciate you, man. Members keep the channel alive, my friend. So if you're not already one, you should consider joining. I appreciate you. The member goal is actually wrong. I always love when the member goal is wrong, and it's because it's actually behind. You know, that only happens sometimes. I think I think. Also, just heard an alert again. Hold on. I believe that's a super chat. Super chat, $5 Canadian. Super chat. I can't read. Oh, just no message. Just sour sweets at the $5 Canadian. Hey, appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Dude, have you heard about drive-in theaters?
What happened with that?
Nick's like frozen my screen in the funniest face ever.
This little smile.
There we go. So drive-in theaters, at least some across the country, are opening back up on May 1st and May 2nd.
Really?
To like with some really, really strict guidelines. So I'm gonna tell you, because I live near McHenry, that drive-in about an hour from there, and I think I'm gonna go when it opens back up. But the one in McHenry, they usually allow 750 cars in. Now they're only allowing 350 cars in, expecting 10 to 15 feet apart.
That makes sense.
Bathrooms are still open, but no concessions. Except they said that there's still going to be fresh hamburgers and fresh hot dogs and all these things. I'm like, but there's no fucking concessions. So it sounds like what they're doing is going around. They have a golf cart that has all the drinks and food on it, and then it'll be like in some outdoor area somewhere that you can get food that way. There's no box office. You have to get tickets in advance. They'll have hand sanitizer everywhere, things like that. No, the speakers that are usually on the poles, which not many movie theaters even do anymore.
Yeah.
But McHenry does, but they're not using those anymore, so nobody will touch those, and so they don't have to sanitize all hundreds of those. But you can still like rent a radio from them for $5, but then they all get sanitized after it's over. But
not bad, actually. Cool.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go on May 1st or 2nd. They're showing the Flintstones and Jurassic Park for their Jurassic weekend. So that's really the only fucking fun thing to do. So I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll go. Nothing else to do.
I think the question is specified between two different things where it's like, okay, I see multiple times. Okay, so let's do just multiple ones. So part 3 versus original Halloween, Michael. Who wins there?
Part 3 versus original, probably part 3. I don't know if people remember, but part 3, Jason did some pretty badass stuff. Yeah. Also, he literally hanged and walked away from it.
And the next one was Kane's Jason versus remake Michael. And I'm guessing that means 2018 remake.
Well, if it's remake Michael, it's probably talking about Rob Zombies.
Oh, that'd be a sequel. Yeah, Rob Zombie then.
Shit. It depends which one. You know, because even Kane's Jasons are all different. Mm-hmm. But if you're doing like part 7, I would think that part 7. Oh man, it'd be. I feel like okay, like yeah, I would say part 7 probably would take that battle.
Yeah.
Because literally the only reason that he was stopped in part 7 was because of unnatural forces, these supernatural telekinetic forces. Otherwise, I mean, that he was an unstoppable machine. I'd like to see how he would have been stopped if he didn't have a telekinesis female all over his face. If Tina wasn't a thing, how would he have actually done?
All right, and the last one was part 4 Jason versus part 6 Michael.
Oh wow. I would say just part 4 Jason, based on, I mean, of course he gets killed by a kid, but Halloween 6 Michael literally just gets beaten down with the pipe. By Paul Rudd. Makes me think, I mean, machete to the face, being beaten down by a pipe. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I see John's in the chat, Jonathan Ivey, who's a fucking member now. Huh? So good to have him.
Hey, John.
Oberon's with the $2 super chat said, what do you guys think is first on the roadmap for Predator hunting grounds? First of all, I'm so fucking proud of the joke in today's video in terms of the roadmap. I hope everybody saw that because
Yeah,
I had
put
to
on my
take
phone. I was listening to it.
I had to take
I sit there giggling.
I had to take legitimate extra time. That was the hardest part of editing that video, was putting the time in to make that stupid roadmap joke. But I was really proud of it. So if I was assuming, to me, I think it's Dutch. I personally do really think it's Dutch. I think if you have Arnold and you have the ability to add Dutch into the game, why wouldn't you? And because Arnold already said that he did a voice, why would you sit on that, bro? Give your game a huge boost. Get that shit out right away. Also, since it's free, I'm also kind of thinking it's somebody that doesn't want another company making money off his name. That would be an Arnold thing to do.
Yeah.
And that's why he did it for so cheap, unlike Mortal Kombat couldn't afford him, or didn't attempt to afford him, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's because they wanted to sell his character. I think he turned that down.
Yeah.
Conspiracy theories.
They could also add a billion. I'm sure Carl Weathers would be up for it. He recently did the Mandalorian show, so I'm sure he's been doing things again.
Yeah, I think we'll see Carl Weathers someday as well. But but if you have one, if there's one you could give a huge fucking boost to the game with, that's Arnold. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me turn on my blue light here. I always feel wrong if I don't have the blue light on.
No, that was one interesting thing I thought about when a lot of games, whenever like the release of the Terminator game came out, a lot of games were getting licenses for Terminator. Like Death Garden got one, and what was it? The other one? Mortal Kombat. Yeah, Mortal Kombat. Whatever. Mortal Kombat got one. But it was surprising that DBD either didn't try or they never got the ability to get a Terminator in DBD. I think Terminator would fit really well in DBD. But it kind of sucks that we didn't get one at least.
It's hard because you have to pretty much underpower the fuck out of any Terminator, a T800, T1000. It doesn't really matter.
I mean, what do you give him, a gun?
That's the tricky part right there. Like, what do you give him that doesn't make him overpowered within this world of the entity? And why the fuck would a robot answer to an entity? I mean, I understand all these robots are answering to some sort of master, but I don't know. Mm-hmm. It's weird that the entity would even bother with fucking robots. I don't know. I saw, was it Mike that asked that? It was Mike Warner asked, like, do you think if Dutch is added to the game, will he be like a hero character that you come back as, like Tommy Jarvis in F-13? Dude, because there's a way to respawn in Predator, I don't think you can really do something like that. What I would say is probably just have him be a skin, have him be a character you can unlock and play as. But of course, like, once you unlock Arnold, are we gonna have an issue where everybody's playing Arnold, and then are we just gonna hear that fucking accent?
Get to the chopper.
Yeah, we're just gonna hear that the whole fucking time.
Spamming grenades in the fucking trees.
That's when originally it was confirmed, like, his voice was a thing, like that he was doing a voiceover. I was like, dude, he's just gonna be a voiceover in the game for like tutorials, or for he'll be the guy in your fucking ear that we already hear in the game that's saying, like, hey, this is your objective, get to the chopper. Like, that could be...
Time to go.
Yeah, like, that could be Arnold. That's what I figured he would do.
Mm-hmm.
I guess maybe there could be, like, a certain requirement that you meet at a certain point where it's, like, whenever you call in reinforcements for respawn, maybe one random person gets called in and it is Arnold instead of being, like, the default character. That might work. I don't know. I'm trying to make that see, like... I'm trying to think of a way they put him in there would be more unique as opposed to just being a skin. Because I feel like he does deserve to be more unique as opposed to, like, he should be the character that's like, hey, Battlefield's changing if the Predator's dominating, kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, I hope Predator is really successful because it cost me $130 to get it on PS4 and on Epic. I got the digital deluxe on both, so fuck. Motorcycle $2 super chat said Rudd injected him with 6 full syringes first. Okay, valid. All right, but like, you know, yeah, no, you're just. But it wasn't as cool, all right? Also, he bleeds green. Can someone explain that to me? Why does Michael bleed green in Halloween 6? Is that what they were saying? Yeah, was that just a big Easter egg? He's a predator this whole time? It's like the equivalent of the Necronomicon in the Friday the 13th franchise. It changes everything for Halloween.
What if Michael was a predator the entire time?
I mean, Halloween 6 already changes everything with the... It really pushes the whole Thorn thing on you anyway, so
yeah,
you might as well say fuck it and make him a predator too. And then what if, like, at the end when like you hear Loomis's voice, you hear Donald Pleasance like screaming and shit. What if you just heard like the Predator gargle thing? Like,
yeah.
What if they added a city map with Danny Glover as a playable character? Another thing that I kind of expect. Danny Glover's gonna be a little tougher to get these days. I wouldn't expect seeing Danny Glover's likeness anywhere, but to get a city map to me is extremely realistic. If Concrete Jungle on PlayStation 2 can handle putting in a city environment and still allow you to what if Electronic calls it Predcore, if you can still Predcore all over the city in Concrete Jungle, I think you can do that now in 2020. They can manage that pretty well.
I mean, I'm sure kind of building like you could stand like gargoyles and shit like Batman, or you could link on other things. Like it wouldn't be hard like lampposts and shit. It wouldn't be. It'd be cool.
Danny with the $5 super chat. What do you guys think about restarting the great 80s slasher genre instead of all these continuations, reboots, to be able to make some new films? Let me tell you the problem with that. I think that'd be great, and I appreciate your super chat as well, Danny. Always coming in clutch here. Nobody will buy in, right? Like nobody. The 80s was such a different time because slashers were new, and because they were new, people that weren't as big a horror fans went on those date night movies together. But like now, if you try to push a new slasher film, this generation, despite being extremely desensitized to everything, will be like, nope, gross. Roger Ebert will come in and be a fucking dick about it. I love Roger, but dude, he's ruined horror films so many goddamn times with his stupid fucking opinions about horror movies. It drives me nuts. But yeah, so they would shit on it. Every critic would shit on it, and then your casual horror fans would never buy into something that they don't already get thrown in their face. Things like Michael and Jason and whatnot. Yeah. They wouldn't buy in. Like Terrifier is a very rare example of how you can create a cult following. But if Terrifier went to theaters, it wouldn't make $100 million like all these companies want.
Like Happy Death Day is an anomaly.
Yeah, that's a good example. But again, it's a teen film that sits at PG-13. And that's what helps it so much. So if you want to do it, that's what you'd have to do in this generation. If you want to be able to push slasher genre again, based with new original slashers, you got to go PG-13, and nobody wants to fucking see that. Except for Happy Death Day was a unique example that worked. I don't know. What do you do? Every once in a while, you get those like B quote unquote like B movies like Terrifier that do really well with a cult following. It would never succeed in a pop culture setting, like it wouldn't work. It wouldn't make nearly as much money as these companies want. And unless these big companies buy in, it's not going to make it to your casual horror fans.
Yeah.
But again, like Terrifier's a good, I fucking love Terrifier and I can't wait for Terrifier 2. But like to say because I love it doesn't mean it's going to hit your casual horror fans at all,
I mean, it doesn't even hit some common horror fans even.
Yeah, it's a little too much for some.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a little too. I mean, like even look at like Tasha for example. I think Tasha likes it, but I don't think she'd ever watch it again. And I think she's above casual. I'd say not like a true like hardcore horror fan, but she's seen a lot.
When they get split, she's out.
Yeah, right. Too much. Yeah, I think I had a point I was going to make, and I totally fucking forgot what it was. But like a movie I just watched recently, I did an interview with the director Todd Jenkins and Billy Blair, who stars in it as well, for Cherokee Creek. In Cherokee Creek, if you haven't seen Cherokee Creek, you want to talk about a slasher B movie that would not make it in a mainstream audience, unfortunately. But I had a fucking blast with it. I thought it was so much fun. It was over the top. Not really a slasher because it's fucking Bigfoot. It's a Bigfoot movie, but there's a fucking body count, that's for sure. And it was over the top gore, like Terrifier, but not so much that I want to throw up. It was more laughable and sad, like some dude's fucking dick gets ripped off. So like, yeah, Cherokee Creek I recommend if you're into that kind of that's campy type of gory films. You should definitely watch Cherokee Creek.
And there's a bunch of those on Indiegogo and Kickstarter as well.
Yeah. Even like I have another interview coming up here in the future with the director of Reunion from Hell, and Reunion from Hell is another one of those like cheesy. That's almost pushing like teen slasher, but like more more campy, I guess. I tell you what I wish would come back as teen slasher films, because those, like I just said, can make it because you can make them PG-13. Like, I Know It's Last Summer in today's world would be PG-13. I don't think you'd get an R rating. So like movies like that could make a comeback, but of course nobody fucking likes those movies. Only 90s kids like us do. Everyone else fucking hates them, except for Scream. Scream doesn't count.
Yeah, and goal of the studio is to make money, so they're not going to make as much money as a Quiet Place 3.
Right. Did you see? So In Search of Tomorrow just started their campaign. Do you see how much it cost? God, they did it again. I wish they would kind of learn from their mistakes. The thing is, that campaign's going to be successful, and In Search of Darkness is fantastic. In Search of Tomorrow is going to be fantastic, but I'm not paying $75 for a Blu-ray.
The thing is, it's because it's out of England. It's out of Europe. That's why.
But like Canadians, it's $106
Mm-hmm.
for a fucking Blu-ray.
Yeah.
I can't because I love In Search of Darkness, and I'd like to be able to push In Search of Tomorrow, but I can't say, hey, go spend $110 on a Blu-ray.
I think when they do their later Blu-ray run, like they did with In Search of Darkness, with like the Dead Meat collection and stuff like that, that's when the price will go down, because now they're shipping them out of the United States. So yeah, I mean, the thing is, it might be another whole year before that opportunity comes, which kind of sucks. But yeah, sometimes it's just the way it is. They're running the campaign out of Europe, so yeah, everything's going to be a little inflated. I mean, it's rough though, because like they had this launch date in place, and they're a decent sized company. They were going whether a pandemic happened or not.
Yeah, right. Motorcycle, $2 super chats. Goliath, therefore Gargoyles, encounters Jason after kills. Wait. Motorcycle, you always do this to me, and you throw me off on what you're saying. So, Goliath, like after... Say the question again. Say the question again.
Gargoyles encounters Jason after kills.
I'm dumb.
I don't know what that means. I'm sorry.
I'm dumb. Not submitting anything to the Screencraft Horror Screenplay Competition. Anything that I'd want to submit right now, I want to do myself, and I don't want it to ever go public. So,
yeah.
So no. After Jason has been killing. I don't know enough about Goliath to even try to give you an answer that you may be looking for.
So Goliath has seen bodies. Yeah, I don't.
You're assuming I know Goliath very well. And that's where you're wrong. That's where you're wrong. I saw some people talking about Jack the Ripper and basically true crime horror films. True crime horror films, bro, they're so hit or miss.
Yeah.
There's some bad ones lately, bro. Like, and I hate being this guy because I love Daniel Farrens. So I don't want to ever be like I'm targeting him here, but a good example of one that should not fucking happen and how you don't do one is The Haunting of Sharon Tate, dude. The Haunting of Sharon Tate to me is really disrespectful, and I don't think that was the goal whatsoever. I don't think that was the goal whatsoever, and I don't think I think they didn't think that's what they were doing. But like, dude, to me it comes out pretty disrespectful, and you gotta avoid that shit with true crime. But Jack the Ripper's so goddamn old. At this point, who are you even disrespecting? You know, it's you're talking hundreds of years. What is Jack the Ripper? 1700s? Or
yes,
1800s?
I think it was near the end of the 1700s, wasn't it? Or was it the start of 1800s?
It was 1800s.
1800s?
1888.
Oh, late 1800s.
Oh wow. Okay. I don't know why I thought it was a lot older than that.
I thought it was older than yeah.
But again, still nobody. I don't know. I just feel like any true crime you got to really play safe with. Even like the Amityville murders. Sorry to keep calling out Daniel Farrens here. It's just he loves true crime horror. That was another one. That wasn't disrespectful. It just kind of like why. So I feel like you got to really be telling that story properly and doing it with care if you're gonna touch it. You know. That goes for any true crime. Like,
Yeah.
who handled it I thought pretty well was the one on Netflix, with Zac Efron about Ted Bundy.
Ted Bundy.
Oh yeah,
like
yeah.
I forgot what the quote was. It's a long ass fucking movie title, a shitty movie title, by the way. I get what you're doing, but maybe like come on. If you want me to remember your movie, I need you to cut your title down. It's like the man who killed Bigfoot and then the man who killed Hitler and then the Bigfoot.
And then the big
Yeah, it's like Jesus Christ, guys.
an acronym for that shit.
But yeah, so that movie I thought they handled it pretty well. They were trying to tell a story, took a twist on there, but like they did it with respect and kind of made it clear how they were going about it. That felt more appropriate to me. But yeah, there's a way to do it right. You just got to be careful with it.
Yeah.
Hey, it's not about whether or not Predator Hunting Grounds is better than Friday the 13th, because who cares? Their gameplay's so goddamn different. I can already tell you that from the trial weekend. The gameplay's so different. They're not really all that comparable.
There's a lot more customization involved in Predator. There's a lot more. I guess you could say Predator has more variables that can change. With the layout of what the missions are to what the map stays the same, but the missions are different. The way Predator can react and the Predator's abilities and skills and the survivor skills. It's very, very varied.
You think it's not a horror game?
No.
Right, and the thing is, development-wise, that's the only thing you can really base it on is IllFonic's jump in experience. They develop both games. Of course, it's going to be way better. They have a higher budget. They're more experienced because of everything that happened right through the game. Yes, if you want the real question, yeah, it's going to be better because they learned from their mistakes and they've matured and grown as a company and got a budget.
Yeah, at least graphically and performance-wise, obviously in that scenario, yeah, it's a better game.
Right. That's the only thing you can really compare it on.
Yeah, it's like gameplay-wise, it's very different. And then, like, dude, like Predator literally takes place, at least so far in every map we played, is in the middle of the fucking day. So to compare it to a night-driven, horror-driven game that's based on like scary fucking music in your face, that's not what Predator is, man. It's a first-person shooter at the end of the day with a Predator in there. And
yeah, it's just
suspense
action. And I think it'll work out really well. We'll see. I'll see how the game is received overall. But I think it'll do just as good this Friday.
Oh, I see Mute is from Saudi Arabia. Well, shit, man. Thanks for coming a member. Appreciate you. Well, shoot. More drunk streams, huh? So the first member-a-thon will be... the first...
That's what I'm drinking. That's what I'm hearing.
Little trooper over here.
the first member-a-thon we'll be doing, which Nick's gonna get there kind of late for, but he'll make it. Well, that's up to you guys, unless we don't get enough members. But that'll be on Saturday. What the fuck is it? Did you just heart that? Why'd you do that? That'll be on Saturday, so we'll do a member-a-thon on Saturday to kind of kick off that Predator weekend here. But as for a drunk one, it probably won't be until like after. Like Nick, I want Nick here, and ideally I'd like Elijah here too. So Elijah's moving here soon, and then Nick. COVID, COVID. So it all just comes down to when all this shit kind of passes by, because I don't want to put anybody at risk. I don't want them to kill me. So yeah, it just depends. But we were gonna do one early May. That was the plan, but COVID fucked us right in the ass.
Yeah, it's been bad.
Motorcycle $2 super chats. Dexter in his prime hunting Michael. Be honest, dude. You gotta pick Dexter on that one, right? I mean, that's when you start to look at who the fuck has been hunting Michael forever, and that's Loomis. And if Loomis's old ass has managed to stop him, fucking Dexter can too.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he'll kill him, all right? I'm not in a like if they're like face to face or some shit. That's a little bit different story. But Dexter, strategy wise, would take out the dub there.
Yeah.
Hey Nick, you gonna join us and capture the flag soon? Zach wants to know.
What platform and when?
PS4. Listen, I'm going to start planning things around your schedule, Nick. So, especially things with members. So, like $50 Skype calls when we do those, I wanted you to be there. Maybe Elijah as well, if we're able to do that. So I don't know if we'll make it to like $50 movie nights, but I think we're going to move those to the weekends. So, but I could do like early afternoons, and you could make it there if you wanted to. See, I'm putting pressure on you. That way it's your fault if you don't show up and not my fault.
So both my PS4s are
at my fucking apartment. I'll bring one home. I'll bring one home. That's my bad.
Bring them both home.
Yeah.
Bring them both.
Bring them both home. Wait, I used one. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just...
bring them both home, and then well, because right now with Corona, I'm only working Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Those other nights are pretty much fair game.
We'll get it. We'll get some more shit. I mean, we already, like, right now I have 2 podcasts already uploaded and scheduled with Nick. So like we're gonna start doing more and more. It's just like Nick's schedule was so hectic, my schedule was hectic, and now things are kind of opening up a little bit. So if you want to look at the positives of fucking COVID, I mean, here it is. We can actually start doing some real content together again. Face Fest or $2 super chats. If you had to recast Loomis, who would you pick? Shit.
Not Malcolm McDowell.
Yeah, don't say that, all right? Because I actually think Malcolm did a good job. Like the first movie,
he did all right.
Malcolm may be an asshole, all right, and Malcolm is kind of known for that to fans. I mean, he's an old grumpy British guy. I mean, he kind of can be a dick sometimes. Yeah. But I do think if you were gonna replace him, I actually thought he did really great for the first movie. After that, anything in the future with him, it was because of writing, not because of Malcolm.
Exactly.
Yeah. But for anyone else,
I don't know.
God, I saw some really great suggestions on a forum post once about who could do it. And I can't remember who that was. Fuck. You know what I actually think would kind of be a good Loomis? Anthony Michael Hall. If you age up Anthony Michael Hall a little bit, I kind of think he looks like Loomis.
You know? You're right. See it.
Yeah.
Huh.
So that's why when I first saw his picture posted, I was like, the fuck, man? I was like, is that a young Loomis flashback? What are we doing here? Ed Asner, that's one I've heard as well. I don't know how well that actually works, but I mean, I'm just saying. Get Johnny Depp. Oh, stop. Oh, okay. Johnny Depp has a very specific look. And it's not that Johnny Depp can be a very serious actor, but could you take him serious as Loomis? Like, he can be serious. He's often not, but he can be serious. I don't know if you could really trust him as Loomis, though. I don't think that'd be kind of weird. Did you guys get In Search of Darkness? And if you did, was your package in better shape than mine? Got it forever ago, and I'm trying to think if it was actually shitty or not. I don't think we had USPS.
It was from China or some really cheap. It was from China, actually.
Yeah, but
it was in a small envelope. The poster was folded, like a full size poster was like this big. It was unfolded. I mean, it was all right. I mean, it wasn't destroyed.
I've had worse. I'll tell you that. Not great. Pretty sure JJ wants to leave Houston, join his bros in Pittsburgh. Shut up. Pittsburgh can't afford him. Also,
no,
how fucking loyal is JJ Watt? He ain't going anywhere. Not unless he had
Billy
to.
O just sends him out.
Yeah, we'll see him retire. He's a franchise player for sure. Face Fister $2 super chat. Tom Hardy is my pick if you make him younger. All right.
Okay. I can see it, yeah.
Tom Hardy can do anything, dude. Very versatile. Loyal to his family. Actually, he's not. He likes that competitive edge. I mean, he is loyal to his family outside of the game of football, but like, you know, he likes that competitive edge. I don't know. Could you imagine all three? As cool as it would be to have all three of them together. I mean, fuck. How unfair. Could you imagine TJ and JJ on the same defensive line? How fucking stupid would that be? How unfair would that be? You thought Clowney and JJ was something? TJ and JJ. Honestly, if he was going to go anywhere, if JJ was going to go anywhere, I'd be okay if he went to the Steelers just to see that combination. It would hurt to see him go, but I'd still be watching. Shit, whatever. Gronk to do it. Listen, we can go on a football tangent right now, but I don't want to do that. But I'm so fucking pissed about Gronk. I can't even tell you. Nick sent it to me earlier. I was like, "Are you fucking joking? Like, are you fucking joking, dude?" Like, I like watching Gronk play, but that fucking dynamic duo shit needs to go away. That's so stupid.
And the fact that he literally threatened to retire when he was going to get traded to the Lions in his last year. And then he comes back and says, "Hey, I'm coming out of retirement." Pay me $10 million or trade me to the Buccaneers. If you don't trade me to the Buccaneers, I'm not going.
It's so dumb. Then they traded him for a fucking a fourth round pick. Jesus, Ramfuck just donated 2020. The old 2020 dono. I can't read the whole message, so give me a second. Oh, donation. All right, gentlemen, listen to you guys while I work. Appreciate it. Silent Night, Deadly Night films. What happened after the first film? Just went into a weird direction. Thanks, guys. Be honest with you, I didn't see after the second.
Yeah.
I stopped watching because you're right. They did. They took a weird fucking turn, and I just lost all interest. So, but I really liked the first one.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't even really pay attention to the second one.
Garbage day.
Garbage day.
It's the only part I actually like.
But I do really like the first one. After that, I kind of stopped giving a shit. Except of course for Garbage Day. Shit's cracks me up. Thanks for the donation, man. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Dirk, $2 super chat. So, what's the most underrated John Carpenter film?
Christine.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of Christine, how underrated Christine actually is. I mean, because it's talked about a lot to this day, but I think Christine should be just as respected as probably as Halloween. I think Christine's a fucking masterpiece. I love Christine. It's probably like right on the edge of being like my top 5 favorite horror films. It's very close. It is just such a good film, and that's why I would say if you're gonna reboot something, maybe Christine is that movie to reboot because it doesn't get enough respect, and it's one of the few films out there that could actually take a big jump because of technology. The ability to have a control of that car and CGI in this world, I think you could really take Christine to a whole other level in this world. But it's one of the few films you could say that for. So,
I think Prince of Darkness is accurately rated.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of right in the middle. Prince of Darkness. Yeah. It might be a little underrated because there's not many casual people that have seen Prince of Darkness, but yeah, I know Christine isn't really. It's not like by definition it's not underrated. Like a lot of people have seen it, especially like your mainstream horror fans. But like it should be it should be right at the top of Carpenter's list. I mean, to me, it's like it's The Thing, it's Halloween, it's Christine. Like that's your top 3 for John. And I don't think many people would put it there. But
I agree.
Motorcycle, $2 super chat. Carrie White versus Tina Shepard. And I think because both of them end up getting pretty strong control by the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Both of them kind of come to terms with it. And both showed pretty impressive. I mean, I'm going to say Tina just because we saw her bring 2 different people back to life. And if she could bring people back to life, that kind of gives her an advantage over Carrie. Maybe Carrie could do that. I mean, she technically kind of had the jump scare at the end of Carrie kind of says maybe she can bring herself back to life. But
I was thinking, like, look at how many people Carrie killed.
But Tina could do that if she wanted
to. That's what I was thinking. But then, yeah, you talk about bringing him back to life, and now I think I'm on Tina's side. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's like the one thing that separates them because like we see Carrie straight up stop a car, not in the OG one, but you see in the remake that she straight up stops a car, but then you see Tina collapse a whole house, and I don't know, they both seem to have a substantial amount of power.
Yeah.
I saw Simone bring up talking about The Network, which I think is exciting. All right, so today, right? It's been a long day. I've done so much shit today.
Mm-hmm.
So we had 2 new shows added to the Slashercast podcast network. One being the Silver Screen Scream Show. Say that 5 times fast. Go, Nick. Say it. Do it.
Nope.
The Silver Screen Scream Show. and Dead in Santa Carlo, two great shows. Shows that I was really, really excited that they submitted their forms to because I'd heard of both of them beforehand, and I was on one of them beforehand. So I was so excited to see that they submitted. And of course, they got in right away. It's great to have them. You should check out their shows. And not to spoil anything, but I think we have some collaboration stocks going on here in the very, very near future. So interested in that, check out the Slashercast Podcast Network on Twitter, which I'll put the command in on the chat right now. You can go check out the network on Twitter and get all their information and start following all of them on Twitter and all their socials as well. So, really glad to have them. Can't wait. Can't wait to see what they do in the future and then what we manage to do with them. That's going to be fun.
Launch of the network was good. Liked it a lot. It's launched with two shows and one on the back burner with Little Mad, and then now adding some more. It's great.
Yeah. And there's their logos as well. Dead in Santa Carlo and Silver Screen Scream Show. It's gonna be a good time. You should definitely check them out because what I love about the network already so far is that like we all are mutually horror fans. That's one thing that we really wanted to push with the network. Said it's a horror network, and we're pushing that. But all of us have very different opinions, and the way we go about discussing things is very different. So, hey, good stuff. That's gonna be a good time.
Also, the shows are actually pretty different. Like, Little Mad's different than all the rest. We came from Neat to See. Commentary and reviews on older movies and some newer movies, as we're going to see in the future. And then Silver Screen and Santa Carla both go back and forth from news to topics to reviews. It's just so much different content that it works really well.
Indeed. And that's what's so fun about it. Is like you think all horror podcasts be the same. You're wrong. All right, they're very, very different, and each one deserves it for your ears. They deserve your ears. You should also check out the first episode of We Came From Beneath the Sea. That just came out on Monday, and it was a lot of fun for me listening to it. Is like I remember having nerves before we recorded episodes. I remember that feeling. So to see them like gradually become more and more comfortable with each other and just go into a very natural conversation was really cool. So you should check that out as well. And as they go along, they're going to keep growing. Those nerves they'll never go away, but they will diminish. All right. I remember every time, because it's always me that has to say like the intro, like what's happening, what's going on. We go get tropical. We going to get tropical. Every time I do that, that's still nerve wracking, And then even I still get like a little bit butterflies every time before we switch over to a live screen on a stream like this. It's like once it's weird knowing that everything you're about to say is going to be heard by somebody. It just takes some getting used to. But same with that reminds me of like being back being an athlete. It's like you played the game so many fucking times. You practice so hard every week. You are completely 1,000% prepared to go into this game. But before you step onto that field, those butterflies are going to hit you like no other. But they'll go away once you start playing. That's podcasting in a nutshell. That's podcasting in a nutshell. You'll be nervous, but then you'll start, and you'll be fine. I coach everybody. Everybody go start a podcast.
Yeah. All right. See the new member we got?
Oh, yeah, shit, dude. This didn't come up in the fucking alert box, but Colton just became an Alice Hardy tier member.
Ooh.
My guy, thank you so much. I appreciate you, man. But I wish it'd fucking come up on the alert box so the member goal would update. Let me actually look at the member goal.
Don't worry, Nick. I'm saluting to you. Just can't see me.
always got to have it.
I actually don't think that's legit. I think Colton was already a member. I think Colton upgraded. I think that's why it didn't pop up. Either way, still fucking appreciate it, Colton. Huh? Thanks, buddy. God, what was the other thing I saw that I wanted to talk about? Oh, Scanners. I love Scanners. Not the reboot's fucking terrible.
Yeah.
But I do love Scanners, the OG. Rip the Drone. The drone's fine. Okay.
Yeah, watch that work too.
To all the members that watch the member exclusive vlog today, I say this in the vlog, but the drone's fine. We did lose the battery plate on the back of it though. That's gone forever. But you don't need a fucking battery plate. That's for chumps, The footage of The footage of the Chicago that I took for the vlog, I took that after I got home. So
Yeah.
Is COVID a banned word on Nightbot?
it is now.
Yeah.
Yes. We had a bot come in who made about 45 accounts in 10 minutes and kept spamming anything COVID related. And I
There
mean
you go.
everything. So that's why it only gives you like a 5-second timeout. So my fault. But like the second I get rid of all those fucking words, the bot's gonna come back. All right. So, I tried just banning. Hey, Colton, $2 super chat. I just upgraded Alice Hardy tier. See, I told you, Colton was already fucking clutch.
Salute.
Thank you for that.
Appreciate it, man.
Thank you for that. I definitely think we should answer the question though, even though the comment was removed because of COVID.
Oh, is how I can't even see it. Was it how COVID hurt Fall Camp Blood campaign? That's it. That's what I'm saying.
Yes. Yes.
We used to do a big update on the Fall Camp Blood that's posted to backers, and it went public as well in the Fall Camp Blood group. We did have to delay the opening scene. That's pretty much all we have left to shoot is the opening scene, and then it's just full post production grind, which we're already doing post production. Obviously, I mean we're catching up with what we have, but until we have the opening scene, we can't really finish. We can't picture lock. But we were scheduled to shoot this weekend. Actually, you're supposed to shoot this weekend, and now obviously there's just nothing we could do. You can't expect people from all across the country to fly out here and just take a risk. Not even just them taking a risk, but like my dad's helping out. And my dad's 63 years old and has awful lungs. If you saw him in the vlog today, my dad would get knocked on his fucking ass if he were to catch anything like that. So it's just not worth the risk. It's not worth the risk for the cast and crew. It's not. It's at the end of the day, it's a fan film that so many people are involved in now. But is that fan film worth someone's life? No, it's not. So we push it back. It's right now. It's indefinite because we can't make a call on it. It comes down to when the shit passes and we can safely get everybody out here. I can tell you, the movie better fucking come out this year. I'm gonna punch a fucking wall. It'll definitely be out this year. Because if it's not, that means COVID lasts this whole fucking year, and that's way worse. That's way worse. So yeah, not so much COVID lasting, but quarantine lasting. COVID obviously, that's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we had to push it back, but we are starting to ship rewards. So that's one of the nice things about it. We were trying to hold off on shipping rewards because we want to get the Blu-rays together with the rewards to just save on shipping. One package per person. We just can't push that off anymore. So now pretty much we're gonna start with rewards that don't include Blu-rays. So all the Reviving Camp Blood rewards will be out in the next couple months, and then we're gonna start chipping away at those that would contain Blu-rays.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that's probably a pretty long answer to your short question, but
yeah,
it affects us. Yeah, just like it affects everybody else. It hit us.
COVID's just affecting everyone.
What do you do?
It is right now.
Yeah, the Indiegogo is still open. I saw you ask. The Indiegogo is going to be still open.
May 15th.
We had a date in
May 15th was the day I said. Will it probably be pushed again? It could be. It just depends on how things are looking with COVID. And one of the things, if you want to look at again positives here, we might see some more stimulus checks for some of those out there. And there's some people out there that never got a chance to back because they simply couldn't afford to. And I'm hearing, the rumor train's already starting with things like that. It's like, oh well, maybe I'll spend my stimulus checks to get a Blu-ray. And it's like I want people to be able to have the opportunity to support the film. But at the same time, I don't want to leave the fucking thing open forever. Because we don't need it open forever. Like we got the funds we needed to for the opening scene. Pretty much everything was purchased for it. The only thing that any funds that now would go towards is some minor post-production stuff and then rewards.
Yeah.
It would be nice to not have to pay for all the rewards out of pocket, which we pretty much have done every step of the way, at least to a degree. Rewards are fucking expensive, boys. Rewards are expensive, and shipping alone, I mean, it's a couple $1,000. So, life, But I don't want to. I don't want to talk about fucking money and cancer. Just know we're still working on it. Just caused a little bit of a delay.
Yeah. The super chat.
Oh shit, I heard it. Cody, my guy, $5 super chats. If you go back in time to direct any movie, what would it be? Oh, so you're bringing in the Make Every Death Count open-ended questions, huh?
Well, Like, are you saying in the sense of like would be fun to direct, or like to direct to make it better? Like,
See-
would you want to go back and redirect a remake that was really bad in a different light and make it a better movie, or how'd you want to do that?
Before I answer this question, I do want to post one still that I captured today from Post. There's that. That's a Fall Camp Blood still that was just shared today by Ken Slate. So if you just wanted a little bit of things, it's not. Hey, they're still working. That's literally just from today. We just just captured that today in Adobe Premiere. So, Motorcycle had $5 super chat as well, which I'm gonna get to in a second. But thank you, man. So to me, if you're gonna go back in time and change something, it's because you're gonna do it better. That like,
Yeah.
or at least you think you can do it better. So I wouldn't want to touch any classics because that seems disrespectful. If I could go back and direct any movie, I'm just gonna say the first thing that came to my head, just a gut instinct wise, it would be I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, and let me explain. One, that movie sucks. Okay, I wouldn't want to see it go away though because I love it. It sucks, but I love it. I get to work with an amazing cast and crew that just had a bad script. Okay. So if I could just hang out with Freddie, if I could just hang out with Freddie Prince, I would do anything to do that. And Jennifer Love Hewitt, you know, I mean, shit. Should go back and do the first one just to hang out with Sarah Michelle Gellar as well, and Ryan Phillippe, but whatever. We're not gonna do that. The second one, and then you get Brandy in there. Get Brandy in the mix. Fucking Jack Black. We get to direct Jack Black. So you get to direct some amazing people, work with some amazing people, but then you could actually take it and get a better script and make a better movie as well. That's my answer. Feel free to drop yours.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know because I thought about that. Yeah, like what movie would I want to, just because you can't touch any of the classics, and the only one that comes to mind is I Still Know, but I want to have a different answer. Shit.
I had another answer, and you guys already know what I'm gonna say without saying it out loud. I had another answer, but it involved a director that I know, and I didn't want to say it because it felt rude. So,
I think I know exactly what you.
I think I could have done it. I think I could have done something. I'm not saying I'm a better director, but I think I would have taken some steps to make sure I avoid certain issues with the movie that I'm saying.
Shit, I have no idea. I mean, maybe I would take like Friday the 13th Part 8.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, just try to. I mean, hindsight's 2020. Obviously, we know what went wrong, so we can go back in time and fix it. Like
Right.
That's different. That's what makes this question actually kind of hard.
Yeah.
I think for me, I'd probably want to go. I'm thinking like when we redo remakes, like remakes that were bad. So I'm like, my first instinct, I think for me, because my favorite movie is Psycho, would be the Psycho remake. I want to redo it in a sense that wasn't actually a shot for shot, but a reimagining of the story.
You should redo it and then pull the plug on it.
Yeah.
I think that would fix the problem. That would fix the problem right there. All right, Motorcycle had a $5 super chat as well. So how would Pinhead react if put in charge of the other icons since he punishes those in hell? What with their doing the revolving door? Okay, so I think Up All Night, that fan film, actually kind of shows exactly what he would do. I think he would use them to collect souls. Like we see in shows that involve Kings of Hell and demons, they're basically just straight up soul collectors. And since they straight up go on killing sprees and often killing the innocent, that's a way to collect souls right there. So especially like Freddy would definitely be used for soul collecting. That's pretty much all I imagine. He would just be like, hey, go kill it. You can come out of hell. You can leave these gates here and go kill some bitches. But you have to give me all of your kills. If you want to satisfy your need for blood, you must hand me all of your kills. That's my thoughts.
Yeah, I agree.
$5 super chat from Bailey here. Thanks, brother. Oh my, it's the Zach Monroe, a host from We Came From Beneath the Sea. You see these plugs? See these plugs this guy's trying to pull off here? Thanks, brother.
Thanks for that.
I didn't even see Zach in the chat. Oh, there he is.
Hey,
You got the wrong guy.
that's what I was thinking, Corey. Like, I want to follow more the book, because the book is, as it is, just the purest definition of what the story is. But I do think I was disappointed with watching. I've seen the remake, I think, like 3 times now.
Why? What the fuck is wrong with you?
I just kind of have it on sometimes.
You shouldn't watch it one time.
I want to feel bad. When I want to feel bad, I just watch it. It's like, oh, sad day.
God. Jaws 4 needs to be fixed. That's another good one, man.
Yeah.
Freddy would try a hostile takeover. He would. He absolutely would. That would never go well. Pinhead would have some issues, which would start movies like Freddy vs. Jason vs. Pinhead. They wouldn't listen. That's what literally causes issues with Freddy vs. Jason. When Freddy's like, okay, mommy says you need to fucking stop, bro. You're taking all my kills. And then he keeps coming. Yeah, that sums up all of their conflict right there.
Or that's how the lore works with the Savini Jason, where Jason and Freddy team up in hell, and then they get out.
I mean, they kind of show, that's kind of what Up All Night hints at, because they kind of make him Savini Jason.
Mm-hmm.
They show the fire in his eyes and it coming across his chest and shit.
Yeah.
So it's bound to happen eventually, and to steal the Devil's Trident, But Pinhead is wholly innocent. Souls go to heaven. See, valid. Well, I mean, so Jason's good for, because here's the thing, man. Innocent souls, there's a lot of conflict, because then technically, if you want to use heaven and hell, because that's how the shit works, anybody that sins without of course, apologizing for your sins, without confessing your sins, would then go to hell. So all these fucking teenagers fucking each other before being married are gonna go to hell. So pretty much everybody that fucking everybody that Jason goes after, for sure. You got people fucking all over these camps and shit. They're all going to hell. So Pinhead can collect those souls. Of course, I don't think, there's a God out there. I don't think God's that fucking selfish. But I'm just saying, in terms of soul collecting, that's technically how that would work.
All right. If I pre-order Predator on PS4, does it mean to get it tomorrow? But I'm not sure. Are they doing like a midnight release?
Why does everybody keep saying that? They just throwing me the fuck off.
There's it wouldn't even work because it's Thursday.
People keep saying that digital deluxe buyers of PS4 get early access, and I've looked everywhere trying to find information about that, and it's not true.
No.
That's what I heard too, and I thought I read it at a legitimate outlet, but I couldn't find it again.
The most you'll probably get is just midnight release on Thursday night, and then it'll be Friday morning that you'll be able to play it. Like, that's what I would think they could do. I don't know what their times are set up for that yet, if they've announced them.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
No.
So I don't know. Maybe I'm just fucking crazy.
I don't think Sony's done anything like that with like their exclusive contracts. No. Maybe certain content was withheld for a certain bit. But I don't think it was their early release. Do you like 3 from Hell? I actually haven't seen 3 from Hell.
It was alright. It's not as good as House of a Thousand Corpses and The Devil's Rejects. It's not as good as those. Especially because Sir Captain Spaulding couldn't be nearly as involved because he was sick at the time. Yeah, I mean, it's like alright. Maybe you should watch it just to complete that trilogy, but it's really not that good. It's
the Mandela effect. Yeah, it kind of is, Nick. You thought you saw it somewhere, you just can't find it.
I mean, true. I don't know. I tried looking for it again, and I could not find it.
Yeah, I still have the Google tab open. I just looked it up before the stream started. If there's early access, and I couldn't find anything.
Like it says here, you get 48 hours of double XP, not 48 hours of early access.
Yeah, I haven't seen that. That might be what's starting the confusion. But yeah, that's 48 hours of double XP that you can activate at any time you want to.
Yes. So if you're getting off work on Friday, ready for the 2-day grind on a weekend, that's what it's meant for.
I also didn't think there was a digital deluxe for Epic, and there is, and so I just bought that. So now I'm like, which one do I fucking stream? Because the reason I was going to stream PS4 on Friday was, one, I get to play with you guys, and that's always fun. But also,
not me.
I mean, you'll get in there eventually.
Well, I mean, there's crossplay.
But I figured the digital deluxe, all those skins came. Well, the PS4 skin still. What the fuck is different about the Epic Games one? Because I apologize.
Is there anything
that's my
different?
Epic Games.
I'm reading right now. Digital Deluxe Edition, PS4 on the PlayStation Store. Play on 4/24 at midnight Eastern Time.
So 11 p.m. will come out on Thursday.
The 23rd
Yes.
Central.
Yeah, so it'll be the midnight release on. Yeah, it would, like,
Oh.
that's what it'll be. It's not. There's no early access.
That's what I'm reading with.
But
Predator
only on
Hunting Grounds
PS4.
Digital
But
Deluxe
only
Edition.
on PS4.
Yes. I don't know.
Oh, so that's one reason right there. Okay, I guess I'm still streaming PS4. Still locked into that. Have you thought about bringing conspiracy theories back, dude? I tell you, I can show you my sticky notes of Make Every Death Count ideas, and conspiracy theories is on there. Yeah, we'll dive into some more of that shit in the future. Right now, we're so stacked up on episodes. Like, I'm recording another episode to Make Every Death Count after the stream for an interview, so which will come out tomorrow. The interview will come out tomorrow, or not tomorrow. What the fuck just came out on Monday? Is that Anthony Massey? I'm literally okay. So that would not come out. That'll come out Friday. The interview that we're doing tonight will come out Friday. Me and Nick have an episode coming out tomorrow that relates to Freddy vs. Jason to help push our episode A Little Mad this weekend on Saturday, which is a full read-through of Nightmare 13, Freddy meets Jason, an unproduced Freddy vs. Jason script. It's going to be a good time. Joker versus Freddy. Freddy all day, dude. Fuck the Joker.
Be interested to see what like Joker's dreamscape would be like versus Freddy.
There's also so many different fucking Jokers. That would be interesting to see those two talk to each other. They're fucked up mindsets. A super chat. You sent a super chat? Oh, you did! Danny with $2 super chats. If it's true, I need that Predator code, Riley. Oh, yeah. We'll announce all winners for. When is the actual time of that Gleam end?
Shit, I don't know.
I didn't set this one up, I swear.
Let me check.
It runs till midnight on one of the days.
Shit. Yeah, come back to me. Come back to me.
The Spider-Man 2 leaks for the next game. No. What? What is that?
Yeah, there were some leaks that went out about how like they were confirmed for it in a sense anyways, but they leaked some shit about some of the script bits.
Huh.
That's what the assets were kind of messed with.
Like a Spider-Man 2 game is what we're saying. Like a new Spider-Man game.
Like the sequel to PS4
Okay.
Spider-Man.
Okay. That makes more sense. Of course, we're gonna
You think you think you're
well,
thinking
the way
Spider-Man
you said
2?
okay, he said Spider-Man 2 leaks for the next game, so that sounded like Spider-Man 2 related things for the next Spider-Man game. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And since Spider-Man 2 is still like, well, it's probably like second now for best Spider-Man game ever. It got me a little tingly in the nuts there for a second. All right. I'm still. I mean, I loved Spider-Man. I thought it was so much. I don't even like single-player games really, and I had a fucking blast. Haven't really played Doom Eternal yet. No, I've watched a lot of gameplay. Haven't really played. Same with Resident Evil 3. Watched a lot of it. Haven't really played.
Okay, so the Predator Hunting Grounds giveaway from us ends at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time on the 23rd.
Okay.
So we could give away the codes before that actual release at midnight Eastern.
Well, yeah, depending on the platform, because you can't give gift codes on PS4, can you?
Oh.
No, we had an issue with that before with F13 when we gave away those ones. Either way, we'll fucking find out. We have to fucking PayPal you $60. We'll figure it out.
Well, it's only, what, 40, 30?
40. It's 40 for the base, 60 for the digital deluxe.
So $40.
Either way, we'll get the
We'll find a way.
Yeah, we'll find a way. Will we ever see another big update for F13 on Xbox One? In terms of like content or anything like that, no, I don't think so.
No.
But big updates fixing bugs, well, define big. I think we're going to see a lot more custom games, a lot more custom game changes. I think we're going to have more and more control over games in the future. DLC wise, no, I don't expect any content. Will you play Dead by Daylight later? I don't know. There's like a 50-50 shot. Like I said, I have an interview right at 10 p.m. Eastern. Who knows how long that'll last. And then I'm going to cut together that interview right away and get it uploaded. So I'm just staying ahead of the schedule here. So it just kind of comes down to how much time there is, you know? How much time? Rob Zombie should reboot Friday 1. He did such an awesome job with Halloween. Are you fucking with me? Take that trollness somewhere else. All right. No.
Get out.
Love or hate the first Halloween, Rob Zombie should never touch the franchise again. No offense, Rob, because I love Rob's movies. Some of them. I mean, but Rob has a very, very specific type of movie. His like protocol fits white trash, slutty behavior. Which is fine, because in movies like House of a Thousand Corpses and shit like that, Devil's Rejects, it totally fucking works. It's a very hillbilly type of vibe. Do that with Friday the 13th and I'll throw up. Alright? That's just not how it's meant to be. Just go do another slasher film. Like I said, I love Rob Zombie, but he should never touch a franchise again, unless it fits that niche of his. He's got a very specific style. And if the story doesn't fit that style, it doesn't work. And Halloween didn't really fit that style. It changed a lot. I mean, it's okay to be different, but I think it just kind of shit on Carpenter's classic a little bit.
Yeah.
Not a hater. I'm not a hater though. I swear to God. It's like I actually don't even really mind Rob Zombie's first Halloween. The second one's fucking terrible. I don't care what anyone says. You guys can try to defend that shit all you want, but that's one of the worst movies I've ever fucking seen. The first one, I can get. That one's all right. I can manage with that one. The second one's disgusting though.
Yeah. It's pretty fucking.
Motorcycle $2 super chat said, you and Nick in Supernatural episode. How do you do?
Scooby Natural first.
If it's Scooby Natural, we'll be just fine. We got all the episodes down. I think it would be fine. Like, fuck, man. I mean, I know the knowledge of Supernatural that we'd be all right, because I know what certain things need to die, what you can do to kill them, and then you'll just be a distraction.
Yup. Pretty much.
Yep.
I know nothing. I only know Scooby Natural.
That's all you need to know.
I mean,
we all play Friday the 13th on PS4. Listen, Friday the 13th is always going to somehow make it into streams in the future. Will Friday the 13th streams be pulled back a little bit? Yeah, I mean, like, Predator should take priority right now, obviously.
how many messages in the live chat do you think you're going to get? Like, the second that Predator comes out, ditching Friday the 13th.
That game made you, dude. Dude, that clip you sent me was so fucking funny. I felt that clip, dude. It's like every time I switch games, man, everyone just comes in here. It's like, whoa, you're playing Dead by Daylight, dude. Friday the 13th made you, dude, and you're just gonna ditch it like that? Yeah, no,
after one time.
Yeah,
like
one fucking time playing it.
I'm sorry,
people
man.
still do that, dude. And like at the time when I was streaming Dead by Daylight in the morning and F13 in the evening, I still got shit in the Dead by Daylight morning. Every single one of them in the morning streams saying, "What, dude, F13 made you."
What the hell is wrong with you, man? Well, come on.
Yeah. So
F13's time is slowly on a downturn. They'll never stop being there, and I love the game, but you have to understand the game is on a decline. It has been since the content got killed. And we got to branch out to other things that we enjoy playing. And the things that still fit our niche, like Dead by Daylight, like Predator. Predator's going to be on the rise. Like, that's that. I want to hit that game in its peak. It'll be a lot of fun.
Okay, I'm never going to, like, I will always play Friday until those fucking servers say that I can't.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll still play then, too, because, still peer-to-peer will be a thing. I will cover any update that happens. And that's not just for the game. That's pretty much the franchise in general. We'll still be all over the lawsuit. But is Predator going to take priority right now? Yeah, of course it is. My whole fucking life is depending on that game right now. You have to realize that the asymmetrical horror genre is so limited right now. And, like, I can't... It's already been proven that I'm not allowed to be in the Dead by Daylight community. All right? So, fuck, dude, I'm literally... And like, it's not even because I'm bad anymore. Because now I'm pretty fucking good. I'm literally one pip away from being a rank 1 survivor. I'm a rank 7 killer, and I would be higher if I would try harder. But I'm just not welcome there, man. There's no way to grind your way to the top anymore in a game like that. It's like trying to become a Call of Duty YouTuber again, you know. So I'll never make it with that game. So I need to be the first one to get a grind on Predator, you know.
Yeah.
Well, also, we've been looking forward to this game for when did they announce it? Was it at E3?
That was a while ago. Yeah, it was a while ago.
We've been looking forward to this game for a year, maybe plus. Like,
it wasn't that. It was before.
Was it Game Awards?
It was before.
Yes.
Yeah, because it was before E3.
Yeah.
Because we were at E3, and I remember shit. I remember shit from that.
Predator Hunting Grounds announced.
Need to become the best mobile Dead by Daylight, dude. Like, no one's gonna subscribe. There's some Clash of Clans shit, like channels like that out there that are successful, but like, I don't know, man. Like, those Dead by Daylight YouTubers that are out there, and they're also fucking good too. That's another thing about Dead by Daylight. There are so many good Dead by Daylight content creators that it's just like, why even try to compete with people like that? Because they're good. Alden, I answered your question on a speech. I gave you a speech answer, so I need you to listen to my speech again. It's just like those guys are gonna win the mobile game too. You know, they're gonna win. They're gonna win that battle.
There were people there from like pre-beta, like alpha stages that have been making content in the game for years now. I watch Mondo. That's how I've watched before, and I watch him once in a while.
I watch all of them. I watch True Talent. I watch Mondo. I obviously watch Polly. Watch Polly a lot. God, who else is there? Fucking King.
Yeah, I watch King.
Watch King. Yeah, I watch all those guys. It's how I fucking learned between playing with people that were better than me and then watching videos. That's how I learned. Face at $5 super chat here. So dang right, I've been trying for a week to get you that pip up, bro. I'm fucking so upset. Dead by Daylight actually could suck a dick. All right, because I've been ranked to 4 pips for like a long time, like almost a week now. It's fucking bullshit. I've been sitting there, and I played 3 games in a row where I had 25,000 blood points or more. Okay, and I'm not against bad killers, like purple rank killers, and they won't give me the pip. Like, I don't. Give me the fucking pip, bro. Just let me see it one time. Let me see the red rank 1. And then I'm done. I don't care. I can
play casually now. I have to see the abs once.
Yeah,
That's
bro,
all I want to see.
Exactly, bro. Like, just let me see it one time. I'll take a fucking picture, and I'm done. I'll go back to rank 10. I don't give a shit.
At least I know I've gotten there. I'm good enough for that. I know how to do that.
Yeah, Noob. I've watched Noob a lot. I've watched. Who's the younger kid? I don't even know his name. Young kid, higher pitched voice. Streams on Twitch. He puts montage videos and compilations on YouTube.
I don't remember his name.
That kid's fucking. Not only is he funny, but he's so goddamn good, and he never ever gets mad. I've never seen him get mad, despite all the bullshit that happens to him. I watch him all the time too.
I don't like. I used to watch Noob 3 at first, but I don't really support what like. He likes to D-rank on purpose to get easy content for videos. I don't hate him, but I don't support some of the things he's done, and he's been banned several times before. So, I did watch Panda. And I did watch Angry Pug.
Is that his name? No, it's not Panda. I've seen Panda. This dude has like 50,000 subs. Like, not that big. Kind of big, but not that big.
It's not Panda. It's not Ochido. Who is it?
God.
The big...
Dude, his videos come on my recommended all the time.
72 hours. No, look at the Cheeto.
I'm never going to get it off the name. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm never going to get it off their name because I never even see it. But I probably watch them more than anybody else. There's no, like, I don't feel, like, personally connected to them, so I don't even fucking check for their name, you know. F13, I think this is interesting. F13, the game, did make Slashcast Gaming, but not Slashcast the channel.
Yes.
Which I started this. Friday the 13th, the game did make the channel. Well, I mean, I'm going to give it that. I'm not going to just, like, pretend that didn't happen. But what kept the channel going when that game died was us. All right? That wasn't, like... look at how many Friday the Game channels just fell off the radar and just stopped posting content. I refuse to be one of those people, and even like now, our average view rate is actually higher than when the game was at its peak. So, like, we've held on, and we've continued to hang in there on topics that aren't just F13, and that I'm proud of.
Yeah, like, so many people are like, oh, yeah, your channel died when Friday the 13th the Game died. Like, look at our social blade, bro. Like, we're doing great.
Yeah, it's like, we're
doing better.
Yeah, so we're doing better than when the game was at its peak, you know?
And then people comment all the time. There'll be an update with Friday the 13th the Game or something, and you'll post a video on it, and they'll be like, oh, yeah, dead game. No one's playing this game or whatever. Somebody commented and said that this posting a video on Friday the 13th the Game gives us less views.
Yeah, it's like you're losing subs, you're getting less views this way, and then that was like our most viewed video that month, you know? Which that person apologized, by the way. They're like, yes, you know what? You're right.
Yes, he did.
You're right. Dude, Gaming with Fantasia just became a member. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Salute.
Thank you for that.
Members keep the channel alive, boys. Consider joining just $2.
For the only people I've ever watched with like I guess like I said like the Vanoss group or like that kind of thing. Like I only really ever watched I like Ohm a lot. I like H2O and cartoons because I enjoy that they stick with the games they like regardless of how popular they are.
Mm-hmm.
I've always liked Ohm he still plays last year. He still plays F13 sometimes and DBD.
Yeah.
Like I've always enjoyed that like loyalty.
I say that. I agree with you. I think Ohm is pretty great with stuff like that. But like, what does suck in scenarios like that is, like Delirious and Ohm. Like they all got major exclusives on games like that, and they don't play them. And like that always hits me in the fucking nuts, bro. It's just like, dude, I would cover the shit out of your game, but you don't give a shit about us. It's like you should hit your horror channels more, the ones that are actually that want to stay committed to your game. There were so many channels, not just us, but so many horror channels that were way more committed, but haven't gotten a goddamn thing. And you know, like content create, they have the big thing, and I don't mean to pinpoint last year because last year's not by far not the only one to do this. But they had like a content creator section and was talking about exclusives for other creators, and that shit never happened. Of course, it makes sense why now because they're just kind of in a bad spot. But like to me, I'd be covering last year right fucking now if I could. But because I can't play it because my computer's fucking stupid because the easy anti-cheat, I can't. It's hard for me to cover it.
Oh yeah, you saw the update today. They announced everything,
yeah,
right?
Yep.
They do tutorials and shit like that. That like I want to get back into it now because of that.
But I can't fucking play it, dude. I'm upgrading my RAM soon. I shouldn't be far away from upgrading my RAM. It's just expensive. It's an expensive investment.
Yeah.
So yeah, Gaming with Fantasia said that I'm here because of your love for horror, not Friday the Game. I thought that was like the coolest fucking comment ever. So thank you. I appreciate that. That's what we go for here. That's like pretty much all members in general feel that way. So I appreciate that. That's kind of shit that keeps us going, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I found Danny said I found such because of F13 / films. Didn't know you guys played the game until after I got stuck. Oh, really? Oh, wow. I didn't. That's you're one of like 10 people out here.
Okay, I kind of want to answer both these questions at once. Is last year coming to consoles? Is this Hide or Die coming to PS4? Hide or Die is still in early access on Steam, which means it's not in a full release, and I'm sure PS4, Sony, and Microsoft wouldn't even think of a game that's not in their full finished state yet. I think last year isn't at a proper state either where it's good enough to be considered for going through that whole process of getting it onto a console. I think it's getting there. I think both games could get there at some point, but I think they do need some more work balancing and performance optimization wise before they can get to that point.
Dude,
I'm sure they want to.
Did you guys both sign up for Hide or Die's playtesting?
Yeah, I did.
Did you guys hear anything?
No.
I haven't heard anything either, and I guess it's only today's Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
On a day.
Dude, I've been way too productive. The amount of things I was up at 6 a.m. this morning, and the amount of things that I've gotten done today is more than I've gotten done in the last like 3 weeks. And I work all fucking day every day. I don't understand. What have I been doing? Like today, the amount of shit I got done, even in the last 2 days. We recorded so much yesterday, and then like all that stuff they recorded, I now have cut together and uploaded. It's like shit.
I think it's everything that we're doing for the network and doing for others. I think that's like really slowing time down because it feels like it's been like 3 days since we launched the network, and it's been Almost 2. Less than 2.
Or dude, I even got like some random motivation, made a new ad for Anchor. Which, has anyone here heard the new advertisement? Because nobody said anything about it on the new episode of Make Everything Count. And I was really hoping somebody would talk about the new advertisement. Because I changed actually, I think it's kind of Alan that influenced me to do it. Because Alan was saying is like, talking about my fucking pitch voice, my professional voice. Yeah, it's like, and I was like, God, you're fucking right. That did just not fit Make Everything Count at all. I'm like, I'm going to go change it. And I did. And it's funny. And I was proud of it. Nobody talked about it. I was waiting for a message from Simone. I'm like, Simone will be the one to notice it. And it didn't happen. Not to call Simone, but...
Yeah.
Maybe it's not being pushed. Also, that could be a thing.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, because since it's new, it's a new recording. It may not be rolling out in the new episode. But yeah. It'll be, because now it's also something that works better as a mid-roll, and I'm aware of that, so we're trying to incorporate mid-rolls instead of pre-rolls throughout shows now. So, in case you guys are wondering, I know you guys all really give a shit about pre-rolls versus mid-rolls. It's a really big deal. Found Slashcast in the suggestion. It was a live stream, and the intro song playing was Thank God It's Friday. The F-13 game made me find friends, a channel, and an awesome band. Well, fuck me. Look at that.
Nice.
That's another thing. We kept streaming, you know. Streaming was a big grower of the channel for sure. Of course, a lot of times we're streaming F13, but streaming in general, consistency, boys.
Yes.
Hunt Showdown. We played it during.
I want
days.
to play it. I've got a chance yet, but I want to play it again.
See, we played during the alpha, and it wasn't that good.
No, it was not.
But now everybody talks about it like it's fucking God's gift.
I've seen gameplay now, and it seems like it's pretty good now.
Yeah.
I want to try it again.
Resident Evil Resistance as well. It's one that I've watched a lot of gameplay on it, but I haven't played it all yet, which actually makes me mad because I think I would love it. I think the playstyle was really cool. I just haven't had a chance, dude. Trying to plan for Predator, trying to stay ahead on content. Still, it's been tough. But it'll sneak in eventually. We'll definitely have to play it, even if we don't like stream it or anything. I still want to try it out.
I want to give it a shot. I want to play Resident Evil 3. I need to play that. But I heard it was a little underwhelming, but I need to play it still.
True.
Fuck. Guess like quarantine got time for shit.
I think what my big thing that I've been like ahead of the last couple of days, because I've been on a sleep pattern that was basically like wake up, do a video, stream, and then movie night. Like that was it. And then I got hop on a Dead by Daylight afterwards, stay up to like 4 o'clock in the morning playing Dead by Daylight, and then wake up again at noon and do it all over again. So like now I got up at fucking 5, and then I've been working since 6. I got all that shit done. I literally, there was a point today I got done. I was so far ahead and everything. I was like, dude, fuck me. I was like, I went and watched an episode of Scream with Rachel. I was like, Jesus Christ. It's like, I need to take a chill pill here and have nothing to do tomorrow. Which actually, I don't have anything to do tomorrow, so I'm gonna have to. Well, because now that's another thing about being a fucking content creator that tries to post 5 to 6 days a week is now like I'm like I feel like I have to post. If I miss one day, I feel bad. So like I don't have a video for tomorrow. What do? Panic? Get a gameplay out? Rush something? Hope that news drops? What do you do? Clickbait? What do you do? Yeah, that's one of those things. You know, man, I've avoided most of the Predator Hunting Grounds hating videos. I know there's a lot out there, and one thing that's why I've seen a lot of people comment this on our the impressions video I did, and I'm happy about this because that's what I was trying to do. Is like I went in with an open mind, dude. Like it's a trial weekend. If you shit all over a trial before where like I've heard a lot of people say, "Oh, the map got old." Well, yeah, the fucking map got old. There's only one in the game.
Fucking map.
Yeah, I mean technically there was 3, but. Yeah, it's like
also when they said that we were playing on a 6-week-old build, that also people still even commented on the video saying the graphics were shit. Well, that's what we were trying to explain. Like 2 minutes in, you didn't even get there.
Yeah, it's frustrating seeing how like everyone just has to hate everything and not even attempt to realize what might happen, you know? It's like, the game wasn't balanced. What was the point of the trial weekend? To figure out if it was balanced or not. The trial weekend had two purposes. One, and it had three purposes. One, to find bugs. Two, to discover if the game was balanced. And three, to test. It was a server test. I mean, that's basically all it was. And the servers didn't hold up very well. Now they know. So now when launch happens, we'll probably have way faster matchmaking. They found some issues with balancing and some gameplay issues, which they addressed. I think they actually changed everything that I think they should have changed, except I think the claw blades. I think those need to be buffed a little bit. That way you don't have to rely on the stick so much. But they addressed all those, and then they're currently still working on optimization and AI issues. So like, you could hate it all you want. Being critical is very important, and I was critical. I said where there were issues. But you don't have to be a fucking asshole, you know? And you don't have to be like, hey, I hated the trial weekend. I'm never ever going to play again. Fuck. Like, this is why I kind of wish video storage was still a thing. I wish renting was still a thing, you know? Because I at least, like, rent the game, try it again. But you can't really do that so much in a lot of areas.
Gamefly's still a thing, I guess. I got an ad for it today.
Redbox does some things. I don't know how they do for releases like that. They might do for Predator.
It's not a physical.
Oh, yeah, it's not.
No, it isn't. Fuck.
That's why I think there should be something like this. Is where I think Stadia is on the right track, because you should just be out. There should be a Netflix of games where you can just rent a game for a short period of time. If you like it, you buy it. Like,
I had rented a game on Xbox. They've done that before.
Oh yeah, that's basic, like literally like demos. Like this kind of they're there still, but it's just not all that common.
Yeah, like, well, I mean, it was only like a year ago. They gave me I think 24 hours to play the game.
Yeah, I think that's what all games should do. That should be a thing.
Especially games that live on multiplayer. You can't get the whole experience in 24 hours.
Yeah, true. I agree. Especially like a multiplayer game. Multiplayer games should definitely do it, because 24 hours, you're just getting a taste of what you can do. You know, I think that should be more of a thing, but whatever. Motorcycle, $2 super chats, and why I like Meyer so much. He's a repeat dog killer. Listen, I always say that if you eat your food, if you eat your prey, it's fine. But if you hunt for the fun of it, it's not. So he killed dogs for a reason, all right? He always ate his food. And either he killed a dog because it was being loud and obnoxious and fucking up his cover, or he killed a dog because he had to eat.
He got hungry.
Yeah. Of course, he could have done any other fucking thing for food, so why do dogs? But, like, go shoot a deer or something, bro. Don't kill somebody's pet dog. He didn't kill a baby, though. He did kill a kid, though. So, you know what? I always like the fact that, like, that's one of my favorite things about Halloween is that there is no emotion whatsoever. He just acts. He doesn't think. He doesn't feel sorrow or anything like that. He just acts. So, like, when he does shit like in Halloween 5 and he cries because his niece, that's fucking dumb. Because that's not Michael. Also, him having a sibling in general was fucking dumb. Because he shouldn't give a shit. That's an emotional attachment. He shouldn't give a shit. Done. Okay. Good talk, boys. Did I miss any important questions? I see somebody named Predator just subscribed. I got my dynamic theme, by the way, on PS4. Have you seen it? Have you seen it yet? The dynamic themes. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's gonna be just as annoying as the Friday the 13th one, but it looks cleaner, obviously. One thing I do like about it, though, it changes all the buttons, you know, all the icons, all the UI, and it has the sound from inside of the game when you switch across the UI. And I think that's pretty fucking cool. But it plays the Predator theme on the fucking theme on the PS4 theme. So it's like that sound that I'm already getting sick of from the game menu is also now on the PS4 menu, and it's loud, and it makes me want to die. And I don't know if there's a way to mute your theme, your PS4 menu. I tried looking through themes I'm not as acquainted with PS4 as I should be. So, if somebody knows if you can mute your theme, please let me know, because it drives me fucking nuts. The PS4 one was already so bad because it was so loud, bro. You'd click your fucking PlayStation button, it's like me every fucking time. It's like, hey, Jesus.
Bum bum.
Yeah, now. Yeah. It's in sound settings. Okay, now the theme's fine. Looks great.
No, I love it.
I love everything about it. But so if I mute the theme, is it going to mute the UI sound effects too? Because
I'm saying just for music.
Yeah, because I like the UI sounds, but I don't like the music. The music drives me fucking nuts.
Turn off the keytones.
You think the Avengers game will be the bomb, dude? I don't.
I'm honestly kind of mixed about it right now.
So we were at E3 when all that shit was going down. I'm telling you right now, it didn't. It looked like a PS2 game.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking just like, because I don't really give a shit about graphics, but it was like, it looked like it played like a PS2 game.
Simple.
Yeah. Oh, so you can just do the music. Faces $2 super chats. It's called System Music Any Audio Category. Got it. Yeah. I will do that. To be fair, I did not look into it very hard. But I appreciate it, guys.
Just set the game out at it. Oh, I hate this fucking team.
Oh shit! Apparently, you can get Just Cause 4 for free on Epic Games for another 2 days.
Yeah, yeah. That's one good thing Epic's good for is they'll only give out the free games. I'm wondering what do they do for like deals like that? It's like, hey, we'll give you like a couple $1,000, $1 million just to put your game for free for a little bit. It's probably just free press for free release.
Yep, I got the PSN avatars. I do now have a new PSN avatar. It's the Masked Predator. Looks pretty good. I liked it a lot. Is there any confirmation if you could preload the game?
I would guess so. Most games releases recently have been preloadable. Like they did it for Resident Evil 3, they did it for Doom.
Like I can't preload it now. I know that. I can't preload it now. But like when is there a cutoff for that preload time? When does that happen?
Tonight? Chris is saying tonight.
Well, fuck me, boys. I guess I'm gonna have to go preload on that shit. Is that what he was saying for the 10-hour countdown?
There probably is, yeah. 10-hour countdown preload.
Okay, cool. So, yeah, that is tonight then. Groovy.
Has anybody ever gotten or tried to cancel a pre-order on Epic Games? Because it's literally it's their support form. It's like, hey, I have a problem with payment. I have a problem with the software. Your launcher won't launch. I want a refund. It's all in the same form.
Yeah. Oh, it says I can install a Predator right now, actually, on Epic.
Oh, on Epic? What?
At least the options there. It says install. I could choose my folder and everything. Let me see.
Oh my god.
Install.
Oh.
Install failed. Did not. What? Could not download installation information. I guess not.
I got
the options there.
I got the same error.
All right, gotta wait a little longer then.
Earlier I had like a 2-day 10-hour countdown, it showed 2 days to install, but then it showed like 10 hours on the thing. So I wasn't sure if it would. I don't know. I couldn't tell if the 2 days and the 10 hours were counting down together, or if it was like 2 days before the game comes out. I was thrown off, boys.
See you, Bailey. Have a good night.
Yeah, have a good night, Bailey.
That's what I heard too. Is that Resident Evil 3 was a bit of a letdown, a little bit too simple. The fights with Nemesis felt more scripted than it was in the original game, where it was more like a constant threat that he could just pop up any moment. So I'll probably play when it gets on sale, but I heard it was a little underwhelming.
The drone. Dude, the drone. You know what's funny, man? I brought it back to Chicago and I crashed again. Couldn't fucking believe it, dude. I've never crashed a drone in my life, and I crashed it twice in the same day. Couldn't fucking believe it, dude. Like, so I was like flying it, and I got the shot I wanted. So then I looked over at Nick, at the camera that Nick was running, and then by the time I looked back at my phone screen where I could see the drone footage, I was falling. And then if you can see in the footage, I try to catch it and I start flying up again, but then I hit a branch above me and it falls right back down.
Oh.
Good times.
She survived though. She's fine. Does Hunting Grounds have a story mode? I have it pre-ordered since it's revealed, but only seen online features. Yeah, right now there's no element of single player or an offline mode. It's all multiplayer driven.
The deluxe edition comes with the comic. If that's anything, but there's nothing really single player story wise going on really. It's just kind of like scenarios in the jungle with the predator.
Do I need to donate a new drone? Yep.
Oh, thank you.
Tell you what, you're feeling crazy. Get a Mavic Pro for me. Thanks, Ricardo. Appreciate it, man.
Ooh.
That's like a $1,200 drone. My drone didn't cost like $400 to $500, and it's really not that bad.
Nick, it's your fault. You crashed the drone.
But I mean, I didn't touch it.
No one could tell though. I mean, you didn't see Riley piloting it. It could have been you.
When I crashed it the second time, I snapped 2 blades on it, but don't worry, I replaced them already.
Apparently 10 hours is the time when you can preload Predator Hunting Grounds, so that whenever it launches up, it's just like boop, no download. You don't have to wait for downloads and installs. I don't know if there'll be a full DLC. There might be one later on. I think it'd be like references to Alien, but I don't know if we'll get like a full Alien kind of thing. We'll have to see what they want to do with it.
Dream horror game, Halloween game for sure. That's the one. That's the one I want to see. Hopefully, it's happening.
Yeah, it's a big push right now. The movie's coming out, and it's the franchise that needs it. Probably the best representation of it at the most.
Guessing Hunting Grounds a Friday the 13th type of game. I mean, you could kind of explain it that way, but it's more of a, like I said, it's really a first-person shooter game.
Yeah,
it's a co-op first-person shooter game with Predator in the mix.
Yeah, it's like an action. It's like an FPS action suspense kind of game.
Yeah,
It's ever heard of a game? Go ahead.
I like the UI. Like all I really got that was similar was like the main menu is very similar to kind of like how F13 wanted to do things, but I'm sure they have a lot of similar like art styles and UI developments they took over from make game development from F13. But for the most part, it's its own game, and I've had one.
If you've ever heard of a game called Dead Alliance,
it's
literally that.
Moving hazard,
but it's not shooter versus shooter. It's literally Dead Alliance, but instead of zombies and Call of Duty game modes, it's Predator.
Yeah, it's PvE.
And
it's a co-op version. It's a co-op version of Dead Alliance. Just you're not going against another team like you would in Dead Alliance.
Yeah, it's
AI though.
It's player versus environment versus Predator.
There's AI. Yeah, there's some AI in the mix there. Movie night for Predator. Yeah, I'm planning on doing one Thursday. That's the game plan. At least I'm not sure how many I'm gonna do yet. I've been like contemplating, but at least the first 2, obviously, and then after that, I'm debating. We could do literally all of them if we wanted to, but like on Thursday, it needs to end before 11 p.m. because I'm gonna stream then. Like I'm gonna stream the second the game comes out. So we could do a movie night starting at like 7. With Predator 1 and 2, it'll run about 3 hours, and then we grind right into Predator at 11 o'clock.
They should remake Fear. I like Fear a lot. Kind of sucks what the Warner Bros. Did. The last game was pretty fun, but whatever. I want a Jeepers Creepers game similar to F13. Now I'm not sure if you're ever really gonna see that because of everything that's happened with, issues involving cast and crew and things.
What are we talking about?
Jeepers Creeper. Yeah, Victor Salva.
Fucking.
Yeah.
Just
at one point, maybe we would have gotten something,
why can't
but
you
like,
sell it? You think if he had an ounce of fucking dignity, he would sell it. Just give it to another company and let them make the next one. You can still have the same cast and crew, just not Victor.
Yep.
Like it's the choice of, do you want to see your vision grow, or do you want potential money, but you're not going to get it because no one will work with you.
Well, the thing is, dude, they'll fucking pay him royalties. They'll still pay him royalties, and then he'll get a big ass lump sum, and then he could probably get like a 2 to 5% cut for the rest of his life on anything related to Jeepers Creepers.
Pay him royalties to get his name off of it.
Yeah. Like, as long as he's not on there as executive producer, nobody fucking cares. All right? Like, At the end of the day, yeah, he's a piece of shit, but it is still his project, so it's okay for him to get some money from it. I don't really fucking care what you do with your money as long as you're not buying little fucking children with it, all right? I mean, seriously though, like, I don't give a shit what you fucking do with it. Just get off the project, dude. Get away from it. Get away from the name, because like it makes fans like me, who I love the first Jeepers Creepers, it makes fans like me sick. It makes me feel guilty for liking it because a piece of shit made it. So get away from it. Just sell it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the preload will be on PS4 too. It's 10 hours till preload available for both PC with Epic Games and then Sony PS4.
Who do you want, Dead by Daylight? Pinhead. There was one killer I could pick to go into Dead by Daylight to be Pinhead.
Harry Warden. But that'll never happen.
Oh, yeah, that one too.
Since you picked those two, I think I have to go with Carrie White. If I had to pick, it'd probably be
she'd be
Harry
called you go.
Be Harry Warden, then Pinhead, then Carrie.
She could be called like the prom queen as her title.
The queen.
What if one of her powers was, I don't know how often this would reload, but like if a pallet drops, she can literally just force throw that bitch across the map. That'd be fucking cool. I don't know how you incorporate her powers into it, because like really she could grab all the killers from anywhere on the map and just chuck their asses and rip them apart with her own fucking brain.
I'd assume she'd be similar to the nurse in some regards, but I'm not sure how she would play power wise.
I mean, you can't have her teleport through walls. That's
not
what telekinesis does. Yeah, I don't.
She can stop a pallet from being dropped or something. I don't know.
Yeah, God, man, it'd be tough. I don't know how you would do it, but I mean, because the thing that you can basically make any killer you want do whatever you want, because the big thing with Dead by Daylight is that the entity is what's controlling them in this scenario. So really, you could limit her telekinesis powers based on that, but it's one of those things where, like, is it even worth it? Does that feel wrong, doing that? I don't know. Pinhead, you can do whatever the fuck you want. That'd be pretty sick. But, yeah. I don't... Just based on what Matt has said in the past, it sounds like they're worried that Pinhead won't sell.
Yeah. Get Christine as a killer, that'd be nice. Like, there's a car driving through a map. All right.
That'd be sick, though. You'd have to make like a specific fucking map just for have a car drive on it.
Dean and Sam as characters DVD.
I mean, that'd be fucking amazing. I wish that was a thing, but that'll never happen.
Here we are. Scooby-Doo. It's Scooby-Natural, but it's Sam and Dean, and then the killer is the creeper.
Yeah, we could get that for their teaser, for the trailer that drops for Sam and Dean. They get sucked into a fucking TV, and then they have that stupid ass line that's like, "We're not just in any game, we're in Dead by Daylight." And then we're in. It's game time. Sam, I've been playing this game for years. I know exactly what we need to do. And then there's some like stupid fucking Dead by Daylight meme where Sam, I don't know, he's like being chased by a Legion. He drops a fucking pallet and the Legion slides over it. Then you see Dean talking shit. He's like, "You can't drop pallets on the Legion, Sam." There's a million things you could do with that.
Don't you know the meta?
A night of fright is no delight. You gotta find a fucking. You have to find a line like that in there too.
All
right.
Sorry, you go.
I'm just still thinking stupid ideas. Like, oh my god, we're going against a hillbilly. Oh. I've played him 1,000,000 times.
Oh, you see over there? That's an Ash. That's Bruce Campbell, my boomstick. There's some stuff like that. I mean, like the weird references they could make. So I wanted to say it is 8:14. I don't remember when you said you had that interview at, or if you should stop sooner.
We have to end by 8:30 for two reasons. One, that interview's happening, and then we watch the movie is streaming too. And anytime they're doing a stream, I don't step on any toes. I make sure we're done by then. So they start. Actually, did they already start? They didn't already start, did they? No.
I don't think so.
No. So they start at 8:30. So we'll be done within the next 15 minutes. Real Slasher, what's going on, brother?
Ghost Shark has Jaws and DVD.
We make an ocean-driven map where it's Atlantis. It's a city of Atlantis, and Jaws is the killer.
Damn.
Write that down.
Dead by Daylight.
The thing is, like Pumpkinhead, Harry Warden, like they're like those are like those aren't like AAA like title characters. Like the most you'll really see of them is like in games like Terradrome, where it's more of a fan project. You'll never. I don't think you ever see like the Tall Man or Pumpkinhead.
For real though, could you imagine being chased by Pumpkinhead? You know how fucking scary that would be.
I imagine seeing like the Tall Man just fucking like get around.
Or like Victor Crowley, like anytime he gets hit with the pallet, he does that huge fucking scream he does in the woods, you know?
Yeah.
Like every time he gets hit with the pallet, just that'd be so fucking scary, dude. And then they actually get Kane to do the screams. They use actual Kane audio. From that. Either have him come in and record it, or you just use sound clips from the movie.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, you go.
What was? Who was talking with Adam Green on Twitter? You remember that?
Yeah, I forget who
it was. Corey Graves said something about WWE and Victor Crowley.
Yeah.
And then Adam Green responded. He's like, "Hey, I know his handler."
What was that? What was that actually relating to, though? That wasn't actually like him being in WWE or anything like that. What was that for?
I think it was in response to. I thought it was with the Undertaker.
That's exactly what it was. It was imagine one of those cinematic matches with Undertaker and Victor Crowley. Could you imagine Kane going toe to toe? I mean, how many cons has Kane shared with WWE icons? You know.
Right. Yeah. Corey tweeted out and said, "So Undertaker versus Victor Crowley next year in LA. Sign me up. #WrestleMania."
First of all, Adam would definitely not only do that, but he would totally let Dead by Daylight make a Victor Crowley one. He'd probably do it for really cheap. Like you could sell the chapter for less than you normally would, $3-4, and he'll take like 5% royalties. Like he wouldn't. Adam doesn't care. He just wants the fucking character out there, and that'd be such a cool opportunity for him.
Yeah.
So first time probably ever Dead by Daylight wouldn't have to pay for an IP. Or a very, very, very small amount for an IP that they could definitely afford, and they would definitely make their money back, dude. That's the thing about Dead by Daylight players. They don't give a shit what chapter it is. They're gonna buy it. You know? Like, just do it. It could be fucking cool. Help out a small IP for once, you know? But who am I to say? See no evil? Yeah, that's another one they would never do, but that'd be cool. If Crowley's going to be a NECA figure, he's got to be worthy, right?
I think what would actually work is if they did Victor Crowley as a free DLC.
But they won't.
I mean, you're not going to have that many people buying it because it's such a small IP.
I still think a ton of people would buy it, though. Like, I don't think that's actually the case. I still think it would sell. If original killers sell fine, like the fucking clown and shit like that, I think Victor would be fine.
People will buy them for like completion issues or being able to get like the perks that have evolved.
Yeah, give him good fucking perks and have him be a good killer. If he's a good killer, that's like a buy to win scenario. Yeah, people will buy him.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know who this. Oh man, is this a video topic? Victor Crowley and Dead by Daylight. Who's this? Like, let's make the survivor in the map and everything.
It's at least a podcast topic. Write it down. Where's the whiteboard at? Write that down. I need to get the whiteboard here. I keep forgetting to grab it. I was going to put it behind my door because I've had, like, for the last few weeks, I've had like a desperate need to write shit down on a whiteboard, and I don't have a fucking whiteboard.
There's a lot going on right now, especially with the network.
Yeah, it's like, it's so much to keep up with, and I can't, and whiteboard helps me with anxiety. You guys like rock or metal? Of course. I like literally all music. There's some music where I don't listen to as often, but there's some music that I would straight up just not listen to.
Yeah.
Is there going to be a Hatchet 5? It's written, Adam's got it, but it comes down to if he can get a budget to do it, you know? I mean, he's made those movies with no money every time. So I think he wants a real budget for it. And he was waiting for the response of Victor Crowley too, which I don't know how he responded to that response.
Yeah. I think Victor Crowley did okay. I think it probably met his expectations at least. Because it did get decent coverage. Enough to warrant a road show.
Yeah, right. And the Roadshow did well. So, yeah. I mean, he's always said that like I needed to take away Mary Beth for one movie, and then I will like when you see her in 5, it's a big deal, and then everybody all comes back happy. So I know he wants to do one. It just comes down to if he can actually get some money to do it.
Yeah.
Or people want one too. Like, do fans want one? I want one. Please.
Have you heard any like fans say Victor Crowley should never be made?
Mm-hmm.
Remember somebody, what was it? Didn't somebody write and say that it should not have been made? Oh.
You want to go back? You want to go back to this topic? I'll go to this topic.
I just remembered, and I don't know if we want to.
Dude, like that still pisses me off. By the way, that scenario, and like because I know because you're talking about Bloody Disgusting. I know you're talking about Bloody Disgusting. And like I love Bloody Disgusting. They are the #1 horror website out there. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But to me, the reason I got so upset because what Nick is talking about here is there was a review that came out 3 months after Victor Crowley came out and just shit on it. I mean, so fucking bad. They hated every second of the movie and just shit on it. That's fine. I don't care if you hate the fucking movie. The problem to me with that scenario is that before the movie came out, Bloody Disgusting posted a review saying it was amazing, everybody should go spend their money and watch it. Okay? That's fine too. I don't care. But to me, when you post one before the movie comes out saying go buy it, and then 3 months later say don't waste your fucking time or money, that's a problem. Post those reviews at the same time. Perfect. Don't give a shit.
An extra problem with that is the review that came out before the movie came out said fantastic, amazing. Use Bloody Disgusting's affiliate link so we get a kickback when you pre-order the movie.
Which John Squires gets so much shit for like quote being paid to post good reviews. So that did not help that scenario. He doesn't get paid. He's just an avid horror fan. But like that's the kind of shit that looks bad, bro. Just post the movie both reviews at the same time.
Right, yeah. Hey, use our link. It's such a good movie. You're going to love it. Use our link so we get some money when you pre-order. And then after the movie comes out, piece of shit shouldn't have been made.
Dude, like, this is how actually the first time I ever met John Squires. This is how we talked for the first time. And amazing dude, by the way. Just so fucking cool. We had a really good conversation. But I tweeted about it. And I was like, dude, this is how I can't take you guys seriously sometimes. Because you post one amazing review and then you post a really bad one. But they're completely separated by time. And I bought the movie because of you. I didn't. I was going to see it either way. But people bought the movie because of you. And then you say it's bad after I do that? So then he quote tweeted me and was like, oh, we have different writers. We have, like, obviously everybody can have an opinion. I mean, and then his fucking Twitter thread was just shitting on me. It's like, oh my God, has this guy ever heard of having multiple writers on one website? Yeah, I fucking have heard of that, and that's fine. But post them at the same time, dude, because you literally, I guarantee hundreds, if not thousands of dollars were made by Bloody Disgusting based on that movie review because of their affiliate link. Like, I think as a horror source, and they've done a lot better since then, by the way. John literally told me, because we talked on email for a while after that whole Twitter thing happened. He was like, we had a board meeting about it to address that exact issue. So they've done a lot better with it. But like, to me, as horror websites and horror sources, we have a responsibility to be as honest as we can. So if somebody in our team, like if Nick loves a movie and I hate it, I'm going to say I fucking hate it. He's going to say he loves it, and that's fine. You can make your opinion yourself. You can make your review yourself. You don't have to just rely on one of us. Like, we're not going to lie to make a couple bucks. I actually legitimately don't think that's what Bloody Disgusting was doing, by the way. I don't think they were making a bullshit review to make a couple bucks, then planning on shitting on it later. I just think they weren't thinking, and it just came off that way. But that is just something that needed to be addressed so they don't do it again in the future.
And by the way, we weren't the first people to call them out on it, too. There was at least like 2 replies to that tweet, like, wait, I bought this because you told me to before, and now you're shitting on it? And yeah, that's when I think I sent it to you, and then everything. Like,
yeah, see, then of all the fucking tweets that talk shit about it, ours got the most traffic, and then John Squires called me out. Which, again, I have no issues with John. John's so fucking cool. So he handled it professionally. I handled it professionally. And the way I actually quote, I said my tweet wasn't even correct. I should have made it very clear what my problem was with that scenario. But yeah, so he had a right to call me out, and then I had a right to call them out too, though. So then we talked and we came to an agreement on where I was wrong and where he was wrong, and shit works out. That's how professionals do shit. John was very mature when it came to that, and I like to think that I was too. So it ended up not being all that big of a deal, and personally anyway. But like I said, they should avoid doing that, because people do rely on you guys as a legitimate source and whether or not they're going to buy shit. And I know that we are sometimes, I know that there is a crowd of people out there that look at our review, and if we like something, they'll check it out. And so that's why we try to be extremely fucking honest. That's why we get shit for being dick riders in F13, right? Because we're getting paid by... Remember that shit? That shit was... I don't even want to go into that topic, but fuck me, man. Like, no. No, we just happen to like something that you might hate, which is okay. But, like... where's my F13 affiliate link, huh? Never had one, by the way. Never, ever did anything like that.
Right. Like, with F13, like, we went a couple months shitting on the game. Mm-hmm. But then they fixed... our criticisms of it, and the majority of criticism on it, were like, hey, they did this good for you. And then on that video, of course you say good for you. You've never said anything bad.
That happened.
Where have you been the last 3 months?
That happened a lot, dude. We did go that long period of time where it's like, dude, we literally had to we had to make sure the titles of our videos were certain ways when we knew we were being critical, because it was like, hey, you said we weren't critical. This is it. Are you listening? And then we still would get comments saying we're dick riders, Fuck. There was no winning that battle, but who gives a shit? Danny with a $2 super cents to Hatchet marathon movie night. We've done one in the past. I guarantee we'll do one again in the future. So yeah, absolutely, bro. Appreciate the super chat, my guy. All right, so we should start slowly wrapping things up here in the next few minutes. So if you have any questions that you haven't asked, you want us to answer, please let us know, and we'll try to get a couple more answers in here. But sorry about those long rants, but that's why I like these streams, dude. It just allows us to fucking go and just talk about anything that's on our minds. That wasn't on my mind personally, but it came to my mind.
And I have We Watch a Movie stream link in a comment or
did they start?
In a chat ready to... No, not yet, but when they do start, I'll post that link and it'll send... Hopefully you guys will go over there and hang out with them.
Yeah, everybody did a really good job last time, by the way, saying Slashcast sent you. I would love for you to do that again. That was amazing. Maybe this time they'll actually see it, because last time they were so focused on their interview with Christopher Nelson that didn't happen. But this is the time. We'll get their attention now.
Our time is now.
Mike did notice, Mike did text me, by the way. He did notice, but they didn't even take super chats to that stream.
Right.
Hey, Nick, have you seen
super
Valentine?
Chats are on Valentine?
I haven't seen it either.
The movie called Valentine? No.
Yeah.
My Bloody Valentine.
Is that the one with the cherub mask?
I mean,
I forget.
Well, I'm gonna put it in a movie night soon. Just haven't yet. Zach yells at me about it all the time. Our answering questions for about another 2 minutes here. Then we have to wrap things up. Go party with the boys over there. We watch a movie. Which, by the way, I hope Scarefest doesn't get canceled, because I still feel bad to this day that we didn't get to go out and get fucking plastered with Mike and Jay. And I will not let that happen again. I will get fucked up with Mike and Jay.
We need to, just us, go somewhere, talk, and then start drinking. And then we start drinking, and then we go to karaoke.
We were gonna go. We had plans to go to karaoke, and we didn't get a fucking chance, because that was a drama-filled weekend. There was a lot of shit we had to take care of. Not even just of the people at the con, but people that were with us specifically that were acting like fucking children. I'm not saying any names, but there were. So we had a lot of shit to deal with there. Then since we were in an Airbnb, we were much farther away from them. But I swear, this time we will be all over that shit, and I will go up there and I will grind on Mike and Jay as we sing some sort of fucking song together.
Yes,
because that's what boys do.
Boys support boys.
you ever get annoyed by how much Hollywood forces their left politics in horror movies now? Not even so much left politics, but just all politics in general. I fucking hate when politics are brought into a conversation for no reason. There's actually somebody within the horror community that posted about politics today on Facebook inside of a horror community page, and I thought it was just so unnecessary. And it was shitting on one of the sides. I'm not saying left or right, just shitting on one side over the other, you know. And it was so unnecessary. I'm like, why? Like, damn, bro. Like, who? We're not the thing. That's why, like, I'm not a fucking political speaker, and my opinion really shouldn't matter to anybody else. I don't need to go shit on other people for what they believe in, because their importance is just as valid as mine. You know, their opinion is just as valid as mine. So, yeah, I hate anything like that tries to force an agenda on you. Not even just politically, but anything. Drives me nuts.
We Watch a Movie is live.
All right, boys. We're wrapping this thing up. Please hop on over. We'll put a link in the chat. We'll spam that bitch. Go hop over to the We Watch Movie chat. Let them know that we sent you. And yeah, that's really all I got. Still trying to get the Adam Green interview, by the way. He never responded to me, and I'm really, really fucking upset about it. I don't think he reads any messages ever, so I gotta find his manager or something. But yeah, go let him know that we sent you, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Elijah, say something.
Wow,
You really choke. We really choke every time.
Christine remakes? No.
You suck, Nick.
Okay.
That's Vader New.
All right, with that, as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. I'll get to you soon, Zach. Bye.
Bye.
If I bleed tonight, if I am sad tonight, I don't have a job to find. If I work tonight, if I'm so tired tonight, I'll fall asleep when I'm home. When I'm home, I was just so far from here, focused on my own way, with never looking back to this world lived in fear. There is nothing I could do, there is nothing you said that could make me realize how much lucky I was. Just out of reach of this fire, was not aware of this nightmare. But when I start to see those eyes begging for help, begging for hope, just need to open my eyes now, to try to change into sunshine, to be someone among others.